Hi Aquarius, welcome to your March reading. So before I start, can I just say that I know and that I feel it too, and that I know that this shift is intense. Okay, so I know I can feel that energy really strongly for you guys, and I wanted to wait a little bit longer doing your reading, but I just felt I need to hop on the chariot and just come on here and do the Aquarius reading. So here I am. I just want to say hi to the couple of Aquarians that have actually come to me for a personal reading. I am still working on some of them, and but the ones that I've already did, I got such great and honest response to. So thank you so much for being so open with me, and also, being so honest with yourself. So if you would like a personal reading with me, you can find the information down here below, and I also have another video about this on my channel, so you can just, if you don't want to read it, then you can just watch that video. But yes, I'm just really grateful I am connecting with Aquarius in the way that I do. Of course, I cannot connect to everybody, but definitely I feel a strong pull to the Aquarian energy. So yes, let's talk about what happened, because why are you feeling this shift? This is a little bit too much. Why are you feeling this shift? Well, we just came out of your season, so you are in your element. I saw it as one. The amount of views I got last month, it's just you guys were kind of on a roll, right? You were in your element, and I was rooting for you guys. I was like, yes, go Aquarius. And it's a little, when the sun is in your sign, things just but also people and situations around you sort of make more sense to you, when we're talking about logical things. I'm not saying it's just, easy flowing and everything is just, so sunshine and butterflies and everything. I'm just saying that the things that came up and needed to have a look at in the Aquarian way, in the, the rational way, and just seeing something and just replacing it, or taking it away like that, and I saw a lot of signs, having issues to adjusting to that. But once they got in that flow, they got a lot of things done. So thank you for being, an Aquarius, and that energy you guys gave us all. But things and people were starting to make more sense, around you, to you, and also in a weird way is that when the sun is in your sign, you start to align more with your own emotions as well, because you don't feel the need as much to make so much sense out of other people's emotions, because they are adapting to your energy, so you get more room and space to go by your intuition. It's really weird, but that's what I see with Aquarian people in February and end of January. So what is this shift, right? Well, we go from your logical and structured and loving Aquarian energy into Pisces, and things just got upside down, because when we come from your energy and going into Pisces season, the only one who's really in their element and swimming around is Pisces. The rest have just like get triggered, and I feel like the last 2 weeks actually it's just been in the air, the trigger on triggers, and just why do I feel so frustrated? Why is this person annoying me until this level? It's just like triggers, and when we went right into Pisces, it was just like this, like, I don't know, like this huge amount of emotions that just hit us. And if you have a lot of water in your chart as an Aquarius, you felt that really intensely because nothing made sense all of a sudden, like it did when beginning of February. So I understand that depth of confusion and emotion, that came with that. And it's just you're trying to get back on your feet and trying to, think things through and try to make sense out of situation. But when Pisces season, there are just things that don't really make that much sense, are like all of a sudden the daily dose, you know what I'm saying, the daily thing that's gonna happen. And what I feel is that it's gonna take like at least like a couple, like maybe like another week or something for you to readjust. But what it's gonna bring is balance, and that sounds really weird, but it's peace of mind we're working towards, and I already have 3 cards here, and to me is that I can just say, like, the Cancer card is here again. Cancers intend to pop up, um, in your reading a lot. But it's also about leaving things behind and just being able to really feel the depth of emotions that you're having, but in a positive way, in a balanced way, in a I feel at peace type of way, And what I wanted to talk about as well is that after we're starting to adjust to the Pisces energy and we're switching into an earth sign, which is better, earth energy is going to ground us again. So we went from structure and logic to watery and confused and emotions and wait, what, to we're gonna go to the earth sign. But what is gonna happen is we're gonna go Mercury retrograde, around and well, at the 23rd. But I would always feel it coming already, like a couple days before, actually officially 2 weeks before. But yeah, what is gonna happen is that there's another shift happening when it comes in regarding to your past, and I feel you're already feeling it and you're confused about it. It's confusing because if things coming back from the past inside the season of Pisces, where things already like are confusing and just hitting and things don't really seem the way they are, that it just adds on top of the confusion. So it's a transit right now, and I'm not necessarily talking just about love, about things of that. It's more an inward, like a journey and a evolution and transformation you're making inside of yourself, And let me see what's coming up for Aquarius. And we already have like 3 beautiful cards out of it that just represent that, I feel by aligning with the emotions and emotional side of it, you are willing to move to calmer waters and leave things behind that needs to be left behind. And I feel this month is really a big step in that, but it can feel like you're moving back. It can definitely feel like that with like the 6 of Swords. Yes, these people are moving on, and yes, they are, moving to calmer waters, but they're not there yet. They're still, like, this woman is still not, like, celebrating and everything. Like, she knows we need to go, and let's take these swords to the other side, and figure them out then and there. But she's not at complete peace. You see here the troubled water. And then we have, peaceful water. So it's like still like sort of in between. And it's right in between these two cards. So that's what's standing in the way in a bit, you know, what I feel. Because here we have, you know, the Queen of Wands. And Queen of Wands is really a person who knows her. Like, I don't want to swear, so I'm just going to try and find different words. She knows her thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, she is a leader, and she is compassionate, but about forward movement. So yeah, exactly, with, like, you know, the Chariot, which is about moving towards victory. So that's where you're moving towards, leaving things behind. And it is about motivating others, but also about sharing life situations, which are, you know, things you've been through and things you overcome, is actually motivating other people, is what I feel with this card today. You know, it's just your lifeline, your life story holds value to others, is what I'm trying to say. Meaning, the meaning of things happening, you know, that's gonna have, you're gonna get different answers in that, you know. So let me just shuffle a little bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. Exactly. Things hidden. You're not, it's a moon card. So yeah, here you go. This is the Pisces card. Pisces season. So it's gonna transpire in the Pisces season. So it's for 4 weeks. Things hidden, things unknown, but I feel like you wanting sort of like a reason for all the bullshit, I'm sorry, the BS that has transpired and things that have happened and the bad things or the bad people. What is the reason, you know, for it? Is what I feel like you were focused on for a while. You know, what is it with me, and why did that person treat me like that, or why did that situation didn't go the way that I wanted to, because I put in so much effort and it just didn't reap. It's like the why, I feel, that was standing in your way. And by willing to move on without clarity, like, you're still having these confusing thoughts, you know what I'm saying? I see this as the confusement and then not knowing why, but still choosing to go towards this peaceful, you know, water and moving towards victory. It's there where you will find the answers why, and it will hold value for others too. You know, I feel certain things you're going through in your life is going to add to the value of you making it to that peaceful side, you know, because you are gonna make it. I'm not even gonna, like, make that a mystery or whatever. You are moving towards victory. Things are about to burst, you know, and about to go in your favor. It's the journey that is important right now, you know. Yeah, feel like also a lot of in between, you see, because, and it's because sometimes I pick up certain messages from the illustrations. What I feel like I spoke about, we have 2 really good cards, and then this is a good way to deal with it and moving towards something, but it's not like the most positive card, but it's in between. You see, like I said in the beginning, it's in between. And we have this Chariot, so success is also in between something. It's about, you know, but it's in between 2 things. Then we have this one who's in between the 2 lions, you know, and this is what holds value. And then we have the moon, which is you know, is what's hidden and what is triggering you, and it's between 2 things as well. And I feel that why I'm saying that is because you're willing to no longer focus on what is around, you know, around you. So the person, the people around you, and what they hold like sort of value in what you do. You are now going to follow a path where you feel you're having victory and where you feel you're succeeding. And it's no longer based in, I don't know if it was, but for some people it was based on what others like saw as victory or saw as an accomplishment, or what they thought about that. It's, yes, you will still hold value to other people's opinion, but you will not make it the most important thing anymore, because it's just going to make you feel like another sword, like to handle and to deal with and to release. It's not about what's around you going on, it's about what's in between, and in between is, it's what holds answers and value. If I don't hope I'm going too deep, but I know Aquarius, you guys are very intelligent, so you probably know what I'm trying to say. I just have such a, it's with Aquarius that it's just, you guys are really smart. Like, you're really smart. You can definitely pick up on things with knowledge, but you have such a strong intuition, which sometimes transpire to like the mind. So you come up with a solution for something that might look and feel like it came through your mind, but it's also because you have a very strong intuition. So you remember like the first time that, my first video with you guys, I spoke about balancing and mastering both. And I feel this year is just that journey towards mastering both, but also knowing why, and how. Exactly. And we got the Four of Wands. It's like victory, and it's the victory is in between these, things. Again, it's about the center of the card. It's about that what holds value. I feel if you are in a relationship, it's about what the two of you think, not about what the parents around you think, or about, all of that. It's about what you guys value as love, what you guys value as success, as victory, as happiness. So by choosing to go for your own happiness above the opinions of the others around you, whether they like it or not, it's about this. So it's not about like all these, like in a way, like all these other people and stuff around it, the way they look at you. Like, for example, with the Six of Wands, the people are like looking at that person on the horse and like cheering and stuff and giving them acknowledgement and stuff. But these two people, they don't even have that many people around them. They're actually really focused on themselves. They're just dancing and stuff. But these two people, just because the validation of the happiness and of the success is not based on an outside force. It's based on what you feel within. If you feel like you succeeded, you succeed. And you are the most, like the sign that is, and I know a lot of signs have this quality. But for Aquarius, you are the hardest on yourself. Like, you're so critical on yourself. And it makes you, sometimes, it makes you unhappy, it makes you sad. It gives you all these feelings and emotions where you then, after that, don't even know what to do with, or how to handle, or it's like another person, you look at another person and you congratulate them on, for example, I'm just gonna, try and make this sound very logic. Let's just talk about eating pancakes. Who doesn't like pancakes, right? For example, there's like this contest, right? It's like, how many pancakes can you eat? And we have, for example, all these other people eat like, I don't know, let's just put it down for like 1 up to 10, right? And all these people eating 5 pancakes, and 5 is like, really good, and you know what I'm saying. And you looking at them, really like applauding them for reaching like the amount of 5 pancakes they ate, like I don't know, like 1 minute or something, I don't know. But then you start the contest and you look at at those 5 pancakes, and even though if you finished the same amount of pancakes, so 5 in 1 minute, it's still not enough. In a sense of they start off with like having like an aspiration for 4, and then they reach 5 and everybody's happy and you're happy for the person. But then you feel like I need to reach 7, not to be better than another person, but I have a different, like I need to be better, like not that as them, but I have a higher level to reach, for yourself. So once you also reach the 5 pancakes in 1 minute, and not the 7, you're gonna be not like applauding the same way towards yourself as to the other person that reached the exact same thing, and I know it sounds really stupid and unlogic, but that's what you guys intend to do, and sometimes it's unrealistic, but it's just why be so hard on yourself. You don't have to be perfect, and you can fail, and I spoke about this. Maybe go back to like the December reading if you're new here. It's like learning how to show compassion for yourself. If you are sad and if you're feeling off one day and you're not able to reach everything you had on your to-do list, be like, okay, I can't reach all of this today, and I'm not going to be able to do it, so I might as well just accept it. It's 4 a.m. or like it's 4 o'clock right now. I'm just going to accept it. It's not going to work out because I don't feel that good. Then you're going to go inwards and see, okay, what are my needs? I feel like I need to eat some good food. I would love this or that. Or, I'm sorry talking so much about food. You guys might be hungry by now. You want to get some good food or something, or you feel like I really want to go and see this movie tonight, when you have all these things on your to-do list, but you decide, okay, you know what, I'm going to go to this movie. And then you're going to come home to your to-do list and you're going to look it over or whatever, just, reply to your situation. And then you're going to feel bad about the fact that you didn't reach all of those things. And you had fun at the movies and you did enjoy it, but you're still going to make yourself feel bad a little bit about not getting it all done. And what you guys are changing and evolving into, and what I really want you to focus on, is to come home and say, wow, I'm actually really proud of myself, because it's not easy for me to let go of those to-do things. Instead of that, I chose self-love and show compassion. I went to the movies. I actually relaxed for a couple hours. I come back and now I feel a lot better than I did this afternoon. I'm proud of myself. I'm making decisions to do things that make me feel comfortable around myself and fun to be around for other people. I am actually growing, and that is a journey. It's not something that happens overnight because you are simply, the nature. But if it's not something that it's helping you and making you feel happy, then it's a quality you have to really start looking at. And one step is one step, So if it happens, like, if you start off with that and just really just start to listen to yourself, okay, what do I need to feel a little bit better? Or just to accept it, just to accept, like, hey, I'm not feeling that good. And that's okay. It's okay to not always be stable and have everything in line, and tomorrow is also another day. Tomorrow you can also get it done tomorrow, and there's nothing bad about that. There's nothing to feel guilty about. Literally nothing. Really nothing. Just keep saying it. There's nothing you have to feel guilty about, Aquarius. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'll keep talking. We're already at 24 minutes. Exactly where we're moving towards. When first started off with the 4 of Pentacles, and now we got you in the upright. Aquarius, you're showing up in your own reading. That's really positive. And I feel like if you just starting a new relationship, something you really like in love, you know. And this is not for every Aquarius, I know, but still, like you fell right on the King of Cups, so I feel like, you know, you might be dealing with a water sign, but you know, apply it to your situation. But the fact that you're showing up in your own reading in the upright is a really good, you know, card for this reading. And exactly, justice came out after that. So if you're dealing with sort of like a court case or a thing, justice will be served. Like I feel like the energies are really like behind you right now. Like your luck is going up. But also I want you to just like do yourself justice with allowing yourself to have compassion and show that to yourself and start to align with what is truly important. It's more important in the way you look at yourself and the way you feel than another people's opinion that's just based on their own insecurities, you know. It's not based on anything. Just because 10 people say no doesn't mean that's true. You know, it's just 10 people that have the same opinion, but an opinion is an opinion. And if you have 1 million people saying having the same opinion, doesn't make it a fact. And you should know because you're an Aquarius. You like guys like facts, you know. Do something for. That's the thing is that this what I'm trying to show you is that by starting to master that and by seeing the true value of your own, you know, validation of things and finding happiness in that and peace of mind, because I feel like you're coming into that. That is what the universe wants you to do, because he wants you to inspire others with this. Because there is a life path for you out there that is based on a bigger thing outside yourself. And you don't need to find it. It's going to come to you. But it's first about your own journey. That's more important right now. You got to trust the universe is going to bring things to you that is meant for you. But he needs you to go through this transformation first. Because you can't do the work that is meant for you before you transform to that new Aquarius, you know? Exactly. Four of Swords. What is the Four of Swords? Oh, I also have a lot of flip overs. Yep. Healing. And this one actually what is coming back as well is to do things for me right now. First of all, this is you know, like in my eyes, it's just laying on bed at night after coming home from the movie and totally be at peace with yourself. And yes, you have 4 swords that would normally you put them in your own bag, you know what I'm saying? It's because you went to the movies instead of getting all those things done. But now you just hang them up here and one here and you're just chilling, falling asleep because you're actually proud of yourself. You did something for you. And that's what I'm feeling with this card. But also I'm feeling like you're healing from heartbreak from the past. And yes, Mercury is starting to retrograde, so things can come back from the past. Definitely can. But I feel more it's like an emotions and things you feel. And energy flows, you know. But you are moving forward. Like, I'm not... If you feel like you're moving backwards, you're not. Like, nothing in this card talks about moving backwards. It's all about forward movement. But the right direction. You know what I'm saying? There we go. So it could be dealing with an earth sign. But especially with, like, you know, the Justice card and the High Priestess card, you could be dealing with, like, something that has to do with a court case or something, you know, to do with the justice system. Just things that are right, set and done, you know, big companies, corporations. But if we're talking about love, I feel like it's really, like, if it's somebody you just met or just with, or this is a serious commitment and you're ready for a serious commitment, I see. Not every day, because you could shift. but you are ready to commit to this new journey. I feel as well, yeah, like I said, it just comes out to this new journey. Whether that is including another person with you on that stage, doesn't matter. It is about the fact that you're ready to commit to happiness and peace of mind and leaving things behind. Exactly. There we go. Clarified by the Five of Cups. That is what you're leaving behind, but it's also an energy that comes up. So like I said, you could get triggers from the past and you could get feelings that you're moving backwards or something, but you're not. It's okay, just let it come in, flow, and release it, And this past situation wasn't a fun situation. You were left out in the cold by somebody. Cold, I hear. Yeah. And this is that soulmate I was talking to, where you're ready to have that serious commitment with, because you find the value in the other person. Person was mirroring something towards you, and that has made you triggered to move towards this instead of like the victory side, and start this evolution and transformation, and no longer are willing to focus on this person from the past that just made you feel left out in the cold and was just treating you poorly and badly. And even though this was another person, or maybe this was yourself, the way you treated yourself, you don't treat others like that. You don't. But you can get treated like this, and you can definitely treat yourself like this, making yourself feel left out in the cold. But it's a transformation. This is not something that is still coming up, and I'm telling you, like, oh my God, no, it's not. It's not about that. It's about this and going and growing through that to become that inspiration. You know what I'm saying? And an evolved version of yourself. So coming out of the cold, I also feel, if we are talking about a financial situation, I feel like I have to talk about this. I don't know why. Yeah. I got the Seven of Cups in reverse. That's really good. Okay, let me say this. I spoke about this a little bit in the Taurus video as well. The offers that you got in the past from that person, and the things that they did for you, whatever, and you feel you've lost and made you feel left out in the cold, you're gonna see that exactly for what it is, and not in a mean way, like, oh my God, now I finally know, and I'm gonna make sure that this person knows. And no, it's about you seeing and are allowing yourself to see things for exactly what they was and what they're offering, because they weren't offering you anything real. There's nothing valuable in these cups, but there were 7 cups that they were offering, but it was all out of nothing, and you are allowing yourself to see that this month. You're willing to go and look at that situation one more time. And that can come with emotions and a dark night of the soul. What I feel really strongly is that you can have intense nights in March, or had them in February. But it's all serving a purpose. It's supposed to happen like this for you to be able to focus on these 2 cups, over here, and to feel the love that's in there, whether it's self-love, is self-acceptance, or a love towards another person. And that's gonna be the 2 cups you need for this union. And you can feel and appreciate it even more because you had this situation in the past. Because you also know how people can be too, I'm not saying that everybody right now, oh, my Aquarian are like in love and they're having like this Two of Cups situation, but there are some Aquarians out there that do, you know, and that if you are in a relationship right now, if you're going back to the past and thinking over with like an ex situation or maybe multiple exes, I don't know. I'm sorry, it's a little bit too much. It's good. It's serving a purpose this month. So let it come. Deal with it as it comes. Exactly. Because it's the end. The end of that cycle. It's not coming. It's not gonna come and add any more salt to your back. It's not. It's done. You know, you're no longer allowing it to add anything. So this is what it is. You're still breathing. Well, this person may probably ain't breathing, but what I'm talking about is that right now you're here listening to this video and connecting with me. You're still breathing, and I'm here to tell you it's not gonna get any worse than this. This is what it was, and you're still alive. You're still here with me. I can feel your energy, and you made it, and you didn't came out without a scratch. But it's nothing that can be healed, and you're starting to know and accept that takes time, and it is a part of your life journey where you're supposed to go and end up. It's supposed to happen. Was supposed to happen like this, but I feel really strongly it's all part of it. And I know that it could feel really dark because look how these two cards are like connecting with each other. It's like flowing into each other, the darkness, you know, of it. I know it can get really dark sometimes, but it's it. It's not gonna get any worse than this. And you made it, and you're gonna go to that healing phase now. And yes, it can get a little bit more intense. I'm not necessarily only talking about the love situation now. It could also be like, you know, a situation with family or the way you got brought up or something from your youth that just comes up and pops back up. It's part of your journey. Yeah, these are your last cards. Beautiful cards. Look at that, because you are letting go of this. You know, and if we're talking about financial, I was supposed to talk about finances. It's like, I don't know, 50 minutes ago. Don't hold on to that money too tightly. Don't overthink things with that. And I know it's weird to say, right? Because allow things to flow this month. It's water energy. It comes in, it comes out, it goes in, and don't question it. Know that if something comes up, a big bill or whatever, know and trust that it's gonna come back to you through another channel. It's gonna come back. It's maybe not the same person, it will come back. Trust that, because it always does happen. You were supposed to give that person that amount of money because that person needed that from your energy, and that's gonna come back to another source at one point. So don't worry about that. It goes up and down. Don't hold on to it so tightly, and don't feel bad about spending a little bit. Because look, you got enough coming. You know, abundance and stuff and the things, because now you're learning to manifest things from a new energy. You're coming into the Empress and Nine of Pentacles, which both are very feminine energies, and whether you're a man or woman doesn't matter, but it's independence. Look at them. There's no one else in this car but a bird and a snail over here. And this woman as well, she's just, you know, sitting there on her throne. Not arrogant and like, I'm not approachable. No, she's a very approachable person. But she's not going to run for anybody anymore or from a situation. She's ready to sit and deal with things as they come in a very loving, compassionate way. So I want you to be compassionate about things from the past when they pop up for yourself and your own involvement in it. And the thing is that I feel if you are single, you are coming into a point, and you like, if you are single right now and you're having a person and you still need to deal with that, you're gonna find the value of being by yourself, and you're gonna be really okay by yourself. You're gonna be like, you know what, I'm actually happy, I'm actually doing pretty good. You built that up for yourself. It's fruitful. And I'm telling you, if you got like a situation going on or a project or whatever, it has and holds a lot of um, potential. What I wanted to say, but like real potential to grow into something big. So that something will come into your life. Yes. So it's like a lot of different energies. But what I talked about with that, learning how to deal with that in a new way, is really what is making you feel victorious. Yes, definitely. So don't let the full moon get to you tonight or tomorrow. It depends on when you see, well, where you are in the world. If you see this video today, don't let it get to you. Flow with that fishy energy from Pisces. Hold your own emotions and things in thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, be compassionate and be soft with yourself this month. I really want you to start practicing that. And it's going to bring you a new life path. And that's going to be really good. Everything that you learned throughout your life is going to come together into this new package deal. Like this new, I don't know, this new life path. Everything's just creating that garden, where she's at. You're planting your seeds right. I'm going to just tell you that. You're doing the right thing. Be patient and have faith. And exactly, like, be patient with yourself, because you are a really patient sign anyway. Yes, well, thank you so much for listening to this really long video. If you make it up to this point, let me know. Thank you a lot. I wish you all the best for February. And I hope to see you guys. Oh, sorry, for February, for March. And I hope to see you guys in April. Bye, guys. I love you guys. Bye.